Hello dear students, welcome back to the science class. Dear students, till now we have completed total 5 lessons. Okay, and for exams you will be having 5 lessons. So, this is the revision of your first lesson, that is rocks and minerals. Okay, here just the important points I am going to discuss, and at the last some of the fill in the blanks I have given and you have to write it twice in your homework book. Okay. See here, as you all know that where we can find the rocks? We can find the rocks in the mountain and under the soil and under water, where we can observe nothing but where we can find those rocks under the soil, under the water and mountains. And what are rocks then? Rocks are nothing but they are the combination of one or more minerals. Yes, what are rocks? Rocks are combination of one or more minerals. Okay, for example, you know limestone is one of the rock, and what it contains? It contains the remains of animals and plants. What that limestone contains? Limestone contains the remains, whatever the remains of animals and plant waste will be in that limestone it will be having. Okay, again here there are totally 3 groups of rocks are formed. 3 ways in which rocks are formed. Not only one group, how many? It is categorized into 3 groups. Okay, first one is a igneous rocks, second one is a sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. As you all know, the scientists who study about the rocks are called as petrologists. You studied everything. Just here I am revising. You have to remind everything here. Total there are 3 categories of rocks. First one is the igneous rocks. Next second one is the sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. And the scientists who study about rocks are known as what? Petrologists. Here you have to even by head the spellings also. As you all know, rocks are made up of 1 or 2 minerals. They are not a crystals. Crystals means you know small crystals, sugar crystals, salt crystals. Rocks will be there in that form? No, they are not a crystals. Some rocks form near the surface while others deep in the crust. You all know which is the crust, core and mantle you studied. Okay, we can find near the surface, or we can find in the deep inside the crust here. As I have told, 3 major categories of rocks. First one is the igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. Just we will see one by one igneous rocks. Okay, you know what is the ignis meaning also. What is ignis? It is a Latin word. It is nothing but heat or a fire. Okay, then how the igneous rocks are formed? They form when melted rocks harden. Yes, the rock will melt here. Okay, the rock will melt. After melting it will harden and it will form a igneous rocks. Fine grained rocks are form a lava, and coarse grained rocks they form a magma here. Who will form a lava and who is going to form a magma here? Okay, the fine grained rocks, smooth rocks are forming a lava here, and coarse grained rocks, nothing but a rough grains are going to form a magma here. This is about extra knowledge. Okay, next you have studied already these examples. There are many types of the igneous rocks: obsidian, basalt, pumice and granite. You learnt? Yes, you have learnt already. Obsidian, okay, basalt, pumice and granite are the some of the types of igneous rocks, and these properties and uses are there in your books. You have to study it properly. All the uses and properties you should know. Like for example, pumice. Yes, as it has air trapped inside. Yes, it is air trapped inside. Why? Because of which it has pores and it is light in weight. Why the pumice is light in weight? The question may arise. Yes, you have to give reasons. Because it has air trapped inside. For that purpose, it is having pores and it is light in weight. Like this, the question may arise here. So you have to study all the properties and uses here. Second one is the sedimentary rocks. Then how the sedimentary rocks are formed? They always appear in a layers. You all know sedimentary. You can observe here they are in a layer form. So they are formed from a layers of sediment. Okay, nothing but by the deposition of the sediments here. You know what is the sediment meaning? Okay, as you all know, you learned some of the examples of sedimentary rocks also. Okay, here you have to remember that sedimentary rocks are formed by the deposition of the sediments. Sediments are nothing but here sand, mud and pebbles. It includes sediments includes what here? Sand, mud and pebbles. And they are always going to appear in a layer form. You have to remember. And how it is formed, sedimentary rocks? When the water flown from through the mountain slope, it breaks some of the rocks of the mountain that come on its way. In the same way, when the strong wind and a heavy rainfall cause, okay, strong wind, due to the strong wind and due to the heavy rainfall, there will be a breakage of rocks. When it breaks, then it will become a smaller pieces. Okay, the small pieces of rocks and soil particles are carried away by flowing water or some wind to other places. This way the layers of sediments will go on piling up. Okay, so here you have some examples like a sandstone, conglomerate, shale, okay, even limestone. These are the some of the examples of what here? Sedimentary rocks. Next one is the metamorphic rocks. Nothing but here meta means change and morph means form. So nothing but here what it is forming? Metamorphic form. Metamorphic rocks are forming here. Morph means change here. Morph means form here, and next one meta means change here. Okay, as you all know, these are nothing but metamorphic rocks are igneous and sediment rocks that have been transferred under the extreme heat and pressure. I have told already how the metamorphic rocks are going to form. Okay, when any rock, if you take, it may be igneous rocks or it may be sedimented rocks. When you apply heat and pressure, due to the heat and pressure, it will break down. Okay, due to this heat and pressure, they do not melt here. They are not going to melt, rather than the minerals in them are changed chemically and the metamorphic rocks are forming here. Okay, and these are compact and dense. Examples, you know, a slate, marble and gneiss. And one more is in your book it is a quartzite, but here they have given different. One more is a quartzite, and you study the properties and uses from your textbook. Okay, again about the minerals. What is a mineral then? A mineral is an element or a chemical compound that is usually crystalline and has been formed as a result of geographical process. Okay, nothing but here the minerals are found inside or earth crust. Where we can find the minerals inside the or on earth crust we can find the minerals. Then how we are going to obtain the minerals? By digging mines or quarries. By digging the mines we are getting minerals. Some varieties of minerals are found in the form of ores. Ores are what here? They are the natural solid materials. Ores are nothing but here those are the solid materials which contain minerals, and minerals can be extracted from ore itself. As you all know, iron and gold are metallic ores. Okay, other than minerals such as quartz and calcite are non-metallic. Again we are having a metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. In a metallic mineral, iron will come, and it is extracted from which ore? It is extracted from a hematite ore. As you all know, aluminium is extracted from a bauxite ore, and copper is extracted from a pyrite ore. Again one more term has come. What is a metallurgy? Metallurgy is nothing but it is the finding, extracting and purifying metals here. What we are going? Metals we are going to find, and we are going to extract and purify and form from a mineral ores present in a rock is called a metallurgy. And where we are going to use the metals? Metals we are going to use for making machines, utensils, wires. In these all we are going to use these metals. As you all know, gold and silver is also one type of metal. Okay, then how we are obtaining that gold and silver? We are obtaining from minerals, and are suitable for, and these gold and silver we are using for the jewelry purpose. And in a non-metallic minerals, precious stones, you know, diamonds, emeralds, rubies, topaz and sapphires. These are also obtained from ground. Where you are getting these all the precious stones? We are getting from the ground here. And here you have to remember that diamond is the hardest mineral. Which is the hardest mineral? Diamond is the hardest mineral. Okay, and with these precious stones we are using in making a jewelry. Okay, and you know about the coal and petroleum. These are also minerals. Coal and petroleum are minerals from where we are getting from the living things, and they are obtained from a deep inside the earth surface. Coal and petroleum are found deep inside the earth surface. And how the coal is formed? It is formed from the remains of dead plant materials. When the dead plants organism they will rot away, they form a thick lumpy brown layer called a peat. Okay, in this way the coal is formed. Okay, next we will see about the coal. Coal is used as a fuel we are using. It is also used to generate electricity. Coal is also used to generate the electricity. So electricity generated through the coal is known as what, dear students? It is known as a thermal electricity. Petroleum is also formed same manner. How the coal is formed, in the same manner even the petroleum is formed here. The pressure exerted by the heat and weight of the rocks on the piles of a dead and rotting plants and animals turn into a liquid oil. Nothing but a petroleum. For example, petrol, diesel, kerosene, natural gas are obtained from a petroleum. Okay, and even petroleum is also known as a black gold here. So we will see some of the important points here at the last. You know, it is divided into three categories: igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic. Igneous rocks are formed from a magma here. Sedimentary rocks are formed how? By the deposition of layers of rock particles one over the other. So they are appearing in a layer form. Which rocks are appearing in a layer form? Sedimentary rocks are appearing in a layer form. Metamorphic are those igneous and sedimentary rocks which have changed there due to the heat and pressure. Yes, this is the metamorphic rock. Then what is a rock cycle? The rock cycle is a model. It is one of the model that describes how rocks change from one form to the another. What is the rock cycle? It is the model and it will describe what here? How the rocks are changing from one form to the another form. For that we are calling a rock cycle. Minerals can be extracted from ores, and coal and petroleum are the minerals, and these minerals are formed from the living things. You all know what is a living things which has a lifespan, correct? Okay, coal and petroleum are minerals that are formed from the living things. Okay, dear students, here I am having some of the revision fill in the blanks of the chapter number 1, that is rocks and minerals. From the middle of the lesson also I have given some of the fill in the blanks. Okay, you have to study it properly. Scientists who study about the rocks are called petrologists. The melted rock is called it should become the melted rock is called a magma. Marble is made up of what? Limestone. The Red Fort and the Qutub Minar are made up of sandstone. Then what is here they have given the dead organisms rot away. They form a thick lumpy brown material called dash. They called a peat. Dash is the hardest mineral. Diamond is the hardest mineral. As you all know, iron can be extracted from iron ores. The name of the iron ore is dash, hematite. Electricity generated through the coal is called dash. Electricity generated through the coal is called as a thermal electricity. Then copper is extracted from dash, pyrite ores. Aluminium is extracted from bauxite. Then the dash is a model that describes how rocks change from one form to the another rock cycle. Sedimentary rocks always appear in layers. Dash always appear in a layer, sedimentary rocks. Dash and dash are the minerals formed from the living things. Coal and petroleum are the minerals formed from living things. Petroleum is also known as dash, black gold. Dash is used as a food scrubber. Pumice is used as a food scrubber, and it is also light in its weight. These are some of the fill in the blanks I have chosen from this lesson. So you have to read and write 2 times in your rough book, and you have to send the pic of that homework to my number. In the next video class, we'll see some of the question answers also. Okay, and about second lesson also I will do the revision. Till that, take care. Have a nice day. Bye.